I wanted to say a little something to you. I'm going to make this fast. Man has two selves, a higher self and a lower self. And when I say man, I don't mean male or female. When I say man, I mean male and female. Man actually means the male and females of the human family. So when you hear man from a higher science, it's talking about the male and the female. If people were to understand this, then we probably wouldn't be running around here with this underlying hatred for our women as if it was a woman that bit the apple in the proverbial Garden of Eden. That's a story for another day. So man has a higher self and a lower self. The higher self breeds justice, mercy, love, and right. The lower self, the carnal self, the body of desires, it breeds hatred, slander, lewdness, murder, theft, and everything that harms. These two selves offer you ideas throughout the day. These two selves offer you ideas throughout the day, and it is up to you from a conscious standpoint to first recognize which self is offering you an idea before you make your next move. With that said about the higher self and the lower self, understand this. Some of us are getting suggestions that our children are weapons. Your children are not weapons. I don't care what you, and when I say you, I mean either the woman, or when I say you, I mean even the man or the male, right? I don't care what you are going through with your significant other. When there are children involved, just remember this. When you reach for a weapon, don't let it be the child. Stop swinging the child in the arguments, so to speak. And what I mean by that is, by the time you sit down and you come up with your best plan of how to get back at, you know what I'm saying, that man, or how to get back at that woman, right? When you come up with your best plan, right, it's how to deny them some sort of connection with their child. Your children are not weapons. All right. What they actually are is a synthesis of the two of you, two divine aspects of the great God, you and that woman, or you and that man, two divine aspects of the great God connected. All right. And by the laws, you were permitted to bring another spiritual part of the great God into the physical manifest that is a synthesis of the two of you and needs the two of you in order to nurture its development. All right. The child can be developed if there's a so-called substitute mama in the picture. The child can develop over time if there's a so-called substitute male or daddy in the picture. But the originals, all right, the originals, they offer something to the child that no one else offers because the child is of them. And it is necessary for them to be in the child's life, especially if they want to. And stop acting like, well, he doesn't have everything figured out and she doesn't have everything figured out. You didn't meet each other perfected. If the Creator only gave the blessing of children to those who had been perfected in his sight from a character standpoint, from a moral standpoint, then the world will be an empty place. Stop using your children as weapons. These are national treasures, not pistols.